Hi guys, I thought I'd do a day in the life vlog today because I can't even do the intro. So I don't know, I've sat downstairs till about 8 this morning. I got up in the early hours of the night because I was just kind of overwhelmed with feeling anxious and worrying about things. You know, when you think about one thing that's worrying you and then it leads to a million other things. And Si was here, so I didn't want to disturb him, so I just went downstairs, sat in the lounge. Caught up on some old Big Brother episodes and watched some other things, replied to some YouTube comments and stuff. Just feeling kind of stressed about things at the moment. It sounds ridiculous to people who probably won't understand it, but washing my hair and drying and looking after my hair is going really hard lately. My arms are so weak and lack so much energy. Doing that is really actually quite a daunting task, and blow drying it and stuff. And I'm wondering whether I'm just going to have to cut my hair off, because is it really worth stressing you out having long hair? I know I could leave it and not do my hair, but then if you do YouTube videos and you've got greasy or horrible hair, you know you're going to get a comment about that, because that's the nature of YouTube. I don't know. It's a bit of a tough weekend actually. There seemed to be one stress after the other. I wasn't going to do any work, but because of certain things that happened at the end of last week, a video that was meant to go out Friday only went up last night. And I want to film 3 videos today, ideally, pretty straightforward, just sit down chatty ones. One of them's not for me, it's for another channel company, so that's won't be going up on my channel. And then another 2, because I just have to take the opportunities when I get them, and I'm home today and I can use the garage today, so I've got to make the use of that. So a day of freezing myself in the garage is what's going to happen. So it's 12:57 and I've only just finished drying my hair and have now got a face on and dressed. Just asked Dad to move his car so I can get in the garage, and then I'm going to get cracking. I thought I would give you a little behind the scenes insight into what actually happens when I film. So yeah, you think I've got a denim dress on, but hello! Yeah, the reality is that I'm wearing gym jammies and socks underneath because it's the only way I can keep warm and not freeze to death. God, I'm out of breath after one flight of stairs. Oh. Hi guys, so I'm in the garage now, and I thought I'd give you a proper point of view of what it's like for me to film a video. I know kind of showing you behind the scenes ruins the illusion, but I think you guys know by now that there is nothing glossy about my channel, so I thought I'd show you the reality. So as you can see behind me, there's the lights, there's my little tiny camera and tripod, and little stool here by the side of a ladder, some paint, some tools, a ladder, another ladder, a tyre and a fence. And yeah, it's freezing cold, but I do feel like you guys have preferred the brick background, so I think it's worthwhile. But the issue is, when I'm filming fashion videos, because of this and because of all the stuff around that's Dad's that I can't move, I can't ever get a full body shot in. So if you wonder why whenever I film a fashion video you just get like a top or a bottom or a midriff or something, it's because I can't fit my whole body anywhere in this garage or in my house without there being something in the way. So yeah, so this is my lovely glamorous setup. So best get cracking. So my camera's decided to stop working. Brilliant. So this is what people don't factor in when they think like making YouTube videos probably doesn't take long. You know, what have you got to do? Just set up a camera and stuff. But I swear most of the time is spent, you know, dealing with things that go wrong, whether it's like technical things like cameras stopping working or the Wi-Fi kind of linkage not working, Final Cut Pro crashing, or like your laptop not being able to cope because you've got too much stuff on it. So yeah, it's always quite a frustrating process. When it's all going well, it's actually really enjoyable. Like editing can be fun when, you know, everything's going quite smoothly and you're just in a rhythm. That aspect is really enjoyable, but unfortunately it's generally overridden by things going a bit tits up. So my energy levels are really appalling. So I'm gonna see what I did get before camera went fucked and try and resurrect it so I can crack on. So I've always wondered why my videos kind of look crap compared to, you know, the big YouTubers. And then I realised it's like they have really cool like text and like transitions and stuff, and I just had the basic ones, and then I worked out that you can buy these things called plugins that kind of make your videos better. So like you can do like cool more like things like this, that which I didn't really know about. And the thing is, I wonder how, unless you do a bit of research yourself about these things, how do you know that? So yeah, this weekend, yeah, I treated myself to a transition bundle which I found on a Final Cut Pro site, but it kind of reminded me of the fact that I don't really have that YouTuber like really close like bestie friend that I can message about these things and ask for advice on, because like I don't know whether I got it off a good site. I didn't know if it was going to work. I didn't know whether I was paying too much for it, or whether there are some like cooler transitions on a different website that I'd missed. And it'd be so nice to have that like YouTuber best mate that who wouldn't mind when you bombard them with questions like YouTuber or like editing type questions, because I'm sure there's ways I could be doing all this a lot better and producing a lot better content and stuff that's more kind of time effective, but I don't know it because I don't have those loads of YouTubers in my life that kind of know the hacks, I guess, the YouTube hacks. So that's a shame. Oh god, sometimes it's so incredibly lonely doing this. I know it feels like today all I'm doing is moaning about YouTube and moaning about being a YouTuber, but like I say before, I'm doing it because this really does feel like my only option. I don't have the huge amount of options a lot of people have, and I'm just trying to make it work, but it's not easy always, and I just wish I had more people in my life that kind of were in the world so I could go to them and get good advice, and people that I didn't feel like I was hassling or being a pain, because I always see these other YouTubers like going to YouTuber events together or meeting and, you know, taking selfies together and doing videos together, and like messaging each other on Twitter and helping each other out, and it'd be so nice to have that. But I guess hopefully that will come in time. Hopefully I'll get closer to some other YouTubers this year, maybe. My YouTube keeps doing this today. It's just not playing videos or anything. I wonder what's going on. Anyway, what I was going to say is this is the video that we filmed for Sai's channel on the weekend. It's a vegetarian chili nachos, which were delicious. I say please watch that because, you know, it took some time. Let's just say that. Yeah, all likes, so that's nice. Well done, Sai. Can't be bothered to cook lunch, so just some leftover noodles from my Chinese on Friday with some squash and a bit of break of Friends. I literally can't talk. I can't even construct sentences today. Friends is one of those things you can just have on in the background all the time. You don't have to concentrate because you've kind of seen it all before, you know what's happening, but it's kind of comforting. It's like that old blanket that's got that nice smell. It just makes you feel good. So I just finished recording my latest Honest vlog, and I got all upset again, and I don't know whether to post it because I'm very aware that, you know, I've gotten upset before in videos, and I really don't want to be seen as that person that cries all the time, because who wants to subscribe to wet face like Mrs. Moist? Ugh. So I don't know whether to put it up or not, but it's a topic I really wanted to talk about, and I knew it would be hard for me to talk about it, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it alright if I just... Oh. I wish I had more of a hold of my emotions, because I never used to be like this. I was never someone that would cry all the time. I'd actually even consider myself relatively strong, but I don't feel like I'm strong anymore, and that's enough to make me cry as well. God. Little break for some snackage. Now, I've made a point of trying all these like chocolate bars turned into dessert puddings, and I think this one might be my favourite. I was very disappointed with the chocolate orange one. Liked crunchy a lot, but this is the one I always go back to, so I think that's the winner. I can't wait to get in there. Okay, I'm putting the phone down. I'm afraid eating this roll of yoghurt is more important than vlogging right now. Oh, we have a sweet potato mixture mash, are we? Lovely. Sausage. Nice and brown. Love her mum. Meringue, raspberries, ice cream, and take me out. Boom. Oh yeah, so another day is nearly over. Thank God. I'm absolutely shattered. God. So I didn't really complete my to-do list. I did 2 videos and got them edited. One of them's online already, which you will have already seen by now. I didn't do any blog posts today though. I was just because by the time I kind of got to my laptop and thought, okay, I'm going to write something, the brain was just such a pickle again. So it wouldn't have made any sense anyway, so you're not missing out on anything. I can't remember if I said this already, but on the weekend, Si and I saw a couple of the Oscar movies, because every year before the Oscars happen, I try and make sure I've watched them all, so then I can have kind of an opinion on who I want to win, and make sure I've watched a lot of the good movies of the year. So we watched The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio, and an incredible film. Like, the cinematography was stunning, and they did a lot of those really cool like one-shot sequences, so you really feel like you're involved in the action, like you're there. And God, I would have hated to be in that movie. Like, the stuff even the actors would have had to have gone through to just kind of act in that film. Like, the conditions were horrendous. So like, hope Leo wins the Oscar, because it's about blooming time anyway, isn't it? And then the other film we saw was The Big Short, which is kind of based on the financial meltdown that happened a number of years ago now. So it's a lot of financial jargon that not everyone will be able to follow that easily, and there are bits that me and Si probably didn't fully understand, but we got enough of the gist. It's really interesting, actually, quite educational, I'd say. It's got some great actors in there as well: Christian Bale, Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell, and loads of other people that you'll recognise as well, from the guy from New Girl as well, wasn't it? But yeah, really interesting. I've got a few more that I want to watch. I've seen The Danish Girl, which is another incredible film. I want to... Yeah, I've got a few more to get through, so I'll fill you in if I get through any of those as well. Anyway, stop rambling. So I am going to try and get to bed now, but we'll see. Yeah, and tomorrow I've got a meeting in London. I explained that, you know, if possible, it'd be great if they met me as close as possible to where my train gets in, so I don't have to travel too far. So they're very kindly going to meet me somewhere close to Waterloo. So it shouldn't take up too much energy or part of the day, so that should be a quick jaunt up to town, so that's good. Anyway, hope you're all right, and I'll say good night for now. Night night. Morning gang, it's another day. Whew, slept quite well last night, which is good. It always helps when Zoe's not here, to be honest. So I've just caught up on last night's Big Brother. Yes, I know I should not be watching that crap, but it's pretty addictive. So I'm just going to get some brekkie and then get ready to go into London, I guess. How you all doing today? All right? It's hump day. Is it hump day? Yeah, I think it's hump day today. So let's go downstairs, get some brekkie. Not looking too great. So a bit of purified cinnamon. Oh. And then rice milk. I have this instead of dairy milk, and I actually prefer it. It's nice and sweet. So I'm in London now. It's a horrible, grey, rainy day. I'm just heading to Festival Hall. I'm meeting someone for a meeting, funnily enough. I couldn't even relax on the journey up there because I got an email of some work that I needed to hand in, so I had to type up some work on my phone. So I'm sure that was really top quality writing there, but anyway, so yeah. Not very hungry actually, I'm feeling a bit jiffy, so we'll see. Let's hope I don't have any issues in the meeting, that will be a little bit awkward. Ooh. Oh, I bet you hate windy rain, that's the worst kind of rain. So I thought I'd just give you an idea of where I'm located. Oh, I'm going to get blown off this thing. So behind me, you see the wheels there? And then, I don't know, can you see the rest of all that stuff? Oh yeah, this area is called South Bank, so it's full of like restaurants and things, and if you travel up a bit further up that way, it's where This Morning film, you know, you can sometimes see out the background of where they're sitting. You can see the river, and that's where it is. So yeah, that is a bit of tourism with Egg. There you go. I forgot to vlog again. I'm rubbish at this vlogging malarkey. So yeah, had a meeting. We met at 12:15 and we didn't stop nattering till 4. So that was really nice. Went to a restaurant in Festival Hall and had a set meal in there. The pudding was great. It was like a chocolate mousse with a blood orange sorbet, which was lovely. So the meeting was super helpful. It's kind of given me a bit more direction in what I'm going to do in the future. I think I've got to kind of just be a bit real with myself and realise that, you know, some of the goals that I had or the dreams I had aren't going to happen, and I've just got to kind of just accept that and think, rather than waste more time pursuing certain goals that I had, that I should maybe just change route and settle on that. It's maybe a route that wasn't as dreamy or ideal to me, but it's probably one that is more reachable and more realistic. So yeah, I've just kind of, the talk made me realise that, you know, being a female and not looking how certain people would like me to look will hinder my progress doing something that I wanted to do. And, you know, sometimes you've just got to admit that unfortunately we haven't come as far as we'd like to think that we've come, and appearances and looks do play a part, as do sex. And, you know, sometimes you yourself, you can't fight that on your own, and it's just it's really, in this case for me, like, I've just, I can't say it without, you know, calling out people or actually being specific about what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I'm going to change tack, I think, with my life in general. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm back now. Si rang me, and he's going to pop by later. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm going to just write a blog post now. This one's about like the fact that I'm a bit of a workaholic. I'm totally aware I'm a bit of a workaholic, and just how that kind of affects my life and how I'm gonna maybe adapt that moving forward if I can. I don't know. And then I need to tidy my room because it's an absolute tip. Yeah. I was wondering why my room smelled of Chinese, and I found this little tray of noodles. Oh God, I've got to do something. Look at my wash bin. Can't even get in the wash bin because it's covered in stuff. Ugh. Why am I such a dirty girl? All done, and I'm gonna relax now. Probably gonna have a pudding, I think. Maybe another Rolo yogurt. Maybe yogurt. Yogurt? Do you ever do that where you kind of forget how to say a word? You know, when you think about a word too much and then it loses all meaning. Yogurt. Yogurt. It's quite a weird word, isn't it? I forgot to tell you that I had some really annoying news that I've got to have another one of these on Monday. So that involves this in my bottom, which is going to be much fun. Thought it was all over, but apparently not. Hi guys, so sorry I didn't close the vlog off yesterday. Si came round, and because he's leaving for America for 6 weeks, I didn't really want to vlog one of our last evenings together. I'm sure you wouldn't want to see it either. So I am speaking to you as Jareth from Labyrinth, as you do. This is what I'm filming today. I feel ridiculous. Anyway, so thanks for watching this vlog. It was one of those vlogs where it was very much a dull, just normal day in the life. So if that's really not exciting for you, sorry about that. But I think it's important I mix it up with, you know, days where exciting things are happening and ones that are just, you know, an average day. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.